What's up, guys? I just want to talk to you about government contracting and how to actually get your government contracts fully quoted out, fully proposed, all this stuff. And using AI is so powerful right now. There's an app, SAMRecon, which is doing so much to help you get these things over the line. These proposals are difficult to kind of get through, but they don't have to be. And here is a full start to finish on what this app can do for you so you can actually take your government contracting to the next level. So hang out and take a look. What's up, guys? I just wanted to show you this new tool that's going to save you so much money and so much time called SAMRecon. So if you guys are government contractors and you're maybe using a lot of subcontractors and things like that, like you're using SAM.gov, put in a concrete uh, NAICS code right here. So we're looking at, let's just say we want to look at concrete steps repair. And what are we doing here? We are looking at this description. Kind of shows some. It's a lot of junk you don't really care about. Questions, blah, blah, blah. All these attachments you can go through individually. Now let's look at the difference here between going to this and going to SAMRecon. So we take off these total small business or partial small business here, but that's a very valuable thing if you're operating in the total small business or any of these set asides here. So we ran a quick search and we are looking for the same one here. And we can do a quick analysis. Now, this will just take a few seconds and it will do an analysis based on the available information on SAM.gov. Once it pops up here, we can kind of see exactly what they want in a very clear way and then potential estimated contract value. Now, this won't really show you everything because we don't have everything there yet. What we actually need to do is click on this full listing at SAM.gov, scroll down, download all the attachments that they want us to see anyway. We take that group of files, put them right in here, run a deep analysis. Now, this is the first super cool thing. Searching, doing the quick analysis is extremely helpful if you just want to use this for a search. That's going to save you tons of time just as it is. But now we're doing a deep dive in this, and this is going to show us exactly what they want. And that's not even the coolest thing about this. This is just a kind of the second step of the four amazing things that's going to save you a ton of time in this whole process for trying to do government contracting. Now that this deep analysis is complete here, this is a much more in-depth about exactly what is needed. So 2-stair locations, where it's at, the main deliverables, all this stuff is extremely important to actually deliver on this contract. All this stuff is important. So we can actually see more now about a really true value estimate. This one's probably a, $10,000 job or so. But this is what we need to know before we can actually send our request for a quotation. Now, there's a lot in here. All this stuff is, I don't want to say it's not important, but it's not something that we necessarily need to know right now. The most important thing is generating this request for quote package. If we're going to be sending this to a subcontractor, we can click this button. This will actually generate an actual quotation package that we can then send to our established subcontractors. So we like this. We want to go for it. That's when we're going to be calling people all around this town that are landscapers or concrete people or whatever is going to match that. We find our subcontractor and we have all the documentation ready to go to actually ship them in an email. They can fill that out. They can send it back to us. So now that we have that RFQ done, this is like a fake company because I don't want to show real information here, but that you'd have all your company information at the top. Now you'd have these things to basically edit. So we need Mike's contracting company, and then all this stuff. We basically would have a very professional looking sheet all ready to go directly for this this contracting company or subcontractor that we want to use. We can edit this as we see fit. This is just a guide, but it really is everything from the scope of work on that directly into here. You always want to double check, but for the most part, it's going to be 99% complete. We just need to edit who we're going to send this to. Now, this is a bunch of things that are broken out as far as the actual pricing. Maybe we don't care about that. Maybe we just want to see these things are in there. They're all included. But let's just say we're gonna just do all of these things. We just want one job. So this is 50. Let's just say $5,000, 55, and it's 4444. So they're quoting us a job for 9,000. That's cool. All right. So let's just save this, and then the actual coolest thing about this entire process is we can basically, we would want to save this to our pipeline too before going on too much. So we have our pipeline, which is things that we have saved. Let's view this in our pipeline. We have a handful of things left. I'm just interested in this one right now. Let's click on it, and let's say these are all the different things. We have our RFQ, we have our subquoted pricing review, all this stuff. We take our two files here, our deep analysis, we throw it in here. We take our RFQ, we throw it in here, and our pricing sheet that we just got back from Mike's Concrete Company, and we hit request government proposal. Now this is also going to just create a new template that's 99% ready to go directly to the contracting office. It's going to save just tons and tons and tons of time. Now that that's done, we just have this right away up where we want it to be. We have our total right here. We can edit this because this is our subcontractor's price. So if we want to say it's actually 7,500 and this is actually 55, that's our actual price. But this will have 99% of the thing done that we want to do. We could also edit our RFQ beforehand. Probably should have done that. Let's actually do that. This is our RFQ, our pricing sheet that we got back from Mike's Concrete Repair. So before we do anything, let's just update this to, we want this to be 7,500 and this to be 8,000. So this is our actual RFQ that we're going to use to do the proposal. If we come back here and we regenerate this proposal using this updated info. So yeah, let's generate this proposal one more time. So we generated this proposal one more time. It has our actual proposed price because this is what we actually want to submit to the contracting office for. We still need to address these things in red because this is stuff that the contracting office wants, but still 99% of the stuff is done, and it's pretty sweet. If you find yourself just working on templates and generating these documents a ton, this takes all that out of your work stream, and you can actually spend your time actually looking at stuff that you want to do. If you're a total small business, we just go back and we want to look for landscaping opportunities. We can just search and see what kind of stuff is for total set aside for total small business here. And we can just see exactly what we want to do without going through all these different hoops and clicks and documents and all this stuff. We can just see a quick analysis of anything in no time at all. You can use this totally for free with no credit card to sign up a handful of times. It won't let you do it forever, but you can generate proposals. You can generate quick analyses and deep analyses and all that stuff, and it can just be super valuable. If you use it for nothing more than just searching, it's going to save you tons of time. If you want to actually use it to do all your back end documents and all that stuff, you can actually find things quickly. You can generate quotes quickly. You can get those back from the subcontractors and then put those into the request for proposals, and that will give you full professional, exactly what they're looking for, documents ready to go, and you can spend your time actually finding and getting contractors to do contracts for you, especially in the total small business side, partial small business, women owned, all that stuff. It's an extremely valuable tool. I've been able to do 4 contracts submitted from start to finish, literally finding one and getting it into the government in just a single day. So what used to be week long plus, you can get done in mere hours. So it's extremely valuable tool. Give it a shot, SAMRecon.com, and try it for free. And if you like it, it's going to pay itself off in absolutely no time. So give it a shot.